better health. We're starting off with Chisa. Yeah, it's a great way to...
Okay, there we go.
A lot of you seem to know Chisa, so you know that this is going to be a good day. So anyway, we've got 4 other classes after this if you're interested, and at the end of each one we're going to do a raffle for the items that are right back there. If you have any questions or related to wellness, you can let me know, or let anybody in the wellness department know. And the wellness department is also 20% off today. That means candles, supplements, hair, body products, the hats and the scarves and all sorts of things.
So is a separate department labeled wellness,
it's pretty much
throughout the...
It's pretty much all in that one aisle. Okay. So, and then there's a few things in the bulk. But if you have any questions afterwards, or at whatever point, I'll be here all day. You can catch me, and I'll help you with whatever you need. So, yeah. So,
Yes, Cindy, thank you. Give Cindy a round of applause, because Cindy is the marketing department here at Deep Roots, okay? So if you're looking for the marketing department, it's right there. Amongst all the other things that she does, putting events like this together to bring the community together. And when she told me that what she was doing, I said, I think this would be a great thing for me to introduce the 90-day focus, because it's really part of being well is to make sure that you have a well-being all together. And so, we agreed that we're going to work together on this, and so that's what we're doing today. So the 90-day focus is the book, and I decided we were originally going to release it today, but because I have a conference that's coming up on the 30th, we're going to hold on to that. But we do have our 90-day focus planner, which is going to be available for sale today, and it'll be after this. It'll be out there at my table. So that's my advertisement right there. Buy from me. Yay. But hopefully you'll want to, but even if you don't, it's fine. So with that, if you are on social media, please follow me at Lady Bizness. Please feel free to take pictures, because this is a new shirt. And I have a new swoop to my head today. So feel free to take pictures and make sure that you post them with Lady Bizness if you're going to do it online. All right. So the whole purpose of the 90-day focus is really to get you to think about what your goals are. For you to really sit down and say, what do I want to do personally and professionally? And one thing that I've realized after doing this for the last year and some change is that sometimes I think people don't feel like they're supposed to get things. Does that make sense to you? What I'm saying? Like, sometimes you think, okay, well, that's not going to happen for me. I'm not going to make any more money. This is where I'm at, and this is what it is. And I don't want anybody to feel like that. So I think that the biggest thing that you can do is make sure that you do have some goal that's set aside so that you have something to achieve. The purpose of the book is to really give you steps in between there so that this way you can really tangibly see how you can achieve that. And in the calendar, I've given you 64 different things that you can do. So if you want to do something every day, it'll give you some motivation in order for you to stay on course. Because did anybody have a New Year's resolution? Raise your hand. Did anybody? Nobody had a resolution? Come on, somebody had a resolution. Okay, all right, so y'all are all lying, but it's fine. All right, the thing is, usually people come up with these crazy resolutions and things, and it just sounds like it's something that's good, but then it's like, do you really follow through with it? So I would say that probably there are a couple things that people usually want to do. You probably want to be better at your home life, maybe with some of your relationships, maybe you want more money, maybe you're in business and you want that to improve. So there are a lot of different things. Maybe it's weight loss, maybe it's getting healthy. What are some of those things that you're interested in? So what I've given you today is a nice little sheet, right? And this says accomplish. So today, write in what you wanted to accomplish today, because it's the reason you came out, right? And that's the small step. The thing is, when we talk about the 90-day focus, we can accomplish something little every day. The problem is we don't celebrate all of our little accomplishments, right? You woke up this morning. Yay! Yay! Because David Bowie is not here. Neither is Celine Dion's husband, right? Neither is Natalie Cole. Look at all the people that just passed away this year. And today is the 16th. The 16th, right? So when we talk about being focused, I think that one of the things is sometimes we take our lives for granted in general. The fact that you woke up today and that you're able to be out is definitely an accomplishment. So what did you do today, right? So write that down for what you did today. And then you still have tomorrow, right? And the rest of the weekend. So it'll give you something to think about and something to look forward to. It does not have to be something that's like, a big, gigantic goal, but it could be something that you wanted to achieve over that time frame. Maybe it is washing the dishes, okay? That's simple. Maybe it's washing the laundry. Maybe it's you did a little workout. Maybe you ate a little bit healthier. Maybe you just had a salad but you did put all the dressing on it and you did eat the chicken, but it was a salad, right? So it was still vegetables. So think about that. Think about some of the things, because every day you have something that you can accomplish and something to celebrate. But a lot of times, I think what we do is set ourselves up for failure because we didn't get that big goal. But what did you do today? Think about every day that you do have something that you can accomplish. So with that being said, I'm going to give you guys another sheet of paper, because one of the steps in here is vision, right? So tell me what vision means.
Be able to see forward.
See forward.
Moving in that direction.
Okay, what else? Anybody else?
I mean, it's kind of a goal.
Okay.
You know, a goal for the future.
Okay, yeah. Now this is the thing, when we start with businesses, and I usually teach business classes, so that's the route, you know, but when we start with a business, you know, people usually see that their business is going to grow, that it's going to succeed, that it's going to be in a certain place. But the thing is your vision aligned with what your goals are? And sometimes that's the problem, is that you see this big lofty thing, but you didn't work to make all of it happen. And you have to put in work on a daily basis. So the 90-day focus says that 90 minutes a day, you should do one thing in order to achieve that goal. Now, do y'all have 90 minutes a day? Mm-hmm. Yeah, right? Because you have time every day that you can do something. But every day that you don't do whatever is necessary in order to reach whatever your goal is, then it doesn't happen, okay? So what I'm gonna do you guys trust me already? A little bit, maybe? Okay, good, all right. So take this piece of paper, and I'm gonna give you some instructions. Because some of you came with friends today, some of you came by yourself. Oops, all right, hold on now. Just straight, yeah. I give you one too, all right? All right, so what you're gonna need to do, you're probably gonna need to put the paper, the pencil down, right? And so that you can just hold this piece of paper in your hand, all right? However you want to hold it, it's up to you. Now, what I want you to do, I'm going to wait till everybody's together. Good, good, good. All right, so what I want you to do is close your eyes, okay? Now I want you to fold the paper in half. Okay? Now, once you get it folded in half, fold it in half again. Okay? Now, I want you to tear off the top right-hand corner of the piece of paper. Just tear off the top right-hand corner. Okay, now fold it one more time. Tear out the middle of the piece of paper. Why is your eyes going open? You gotta tear out the middle, just the middle part of the piece of paper.
Tear it off?
Tear it out, tear it out. Okay, can I get that middle out? No scissors, no scissors, You can, I promise.
Can you tear it with your teeth?
Yes, yes, you can. Okay, she really did it too. Y'all's eyes are closed, so you can't even see what's going on. Okay, so now that you've done that, tear off the bottom left-hand piece of the paper. Okay, looks like everybody's doing good. All right, now, open your eyes. Okay, open up your piece of paper. Okay, now everybody hold up your piece of paper so everybody else can see it. Do you see nobody's paper looks exactly the same? Right? But the purpose of this is it's what you see right now. I gave you all the same directions, but it depended on which way you saw the top right. It depended on how much piece of paper you actually took off. Did you keep them all together? Did you just take a little piece? How big you felt the middle needed to be? Did it feel like, okay, somebody was biting with teeth over there? Did you need scissors? But your piece of paper doesn't look like anybody else's, right? Because that's what you saw, and that's what your vision was of this piece of paper, right? So think about it. The reason I had you do this is the same thing as life, because you got to go through all of these steps. And the closer you get to the goal, doesn't it seem to get a little bit harder?
Yes.
Yeah, so once you got to tear that middle out, it was like, what's going on, right? And then you get to that last little piece and it's like, okay, we're over with it. But that's your vision, right? So nobody's looks just like yours, even though you all have the same direction. I noticed what he did. When he folded his, he folded like this, right? Then when I said and folded again, he folded this way. Some of you may have folded this way, right? So it just depended on what you took in, what was your half, which way did you want to do it. It's the same thing. So this is the thing. You can't expect anybody else to get your vision because it's your vision, right? So it's the same thing if it's business or if it's in a personal relationship, which means that we need to communicate effectively. If you didn't understand something, some people say, can I do this? I need scissors. You ask for help when it came along the way. Think about those things because it's the same thing. If you want to stay focused, there are going to be stages to everything in order for you to get that final picture that you have. All right? So did y'all like that exercise? Yes. Okay, so now you can take your little ripped up piece of paper home.
You don't have a trash can?
No, but you have those reusable totes in your seats. Oh, you guys can reuse those totes and reduce, recycle, right? Okay, so now the next thing, once we get to it, is a voice, right? The thing is, we have some type of goal that we want to reach. So we have to actually say what we want. Now, I'm a big believer in also writing it. You know, they say write the vision, make it plain. And that's why I gave you the accomplish sheets, because when it comes down to it, this big goal has a lot of steps. It does. So what do you want it to be? So I'm going to ask you guys, you just tell me something. In 90 days from now, because it's January, so we got February, March, and April. What would you like to achieve, whether it's personal or professional? So Kim? What's a big thing? It can be big or small. But you got 3 months. You got 90 days. I put her on the spot? Okay, anybody else? That's what I'm like, you know, they're like, whatever, girl, I got my thing. Okay, go ahead.
Unfortunately, I just retired after 30 years with American.
Give him a round of applause. That's retirement. Okay.
And my passion has been NASCAR and car racing.
Oh, okay.
And I decided to go back to school to learn how to drive a large transfer truck because my goal is I would like to work part-time for a marketing group that is involved in NASCAR.
Okay, and you couldn't be any better place than North Carolina. So
that's
exactly great.
Yeah.
Okay, and so in 90 days, then what do you need to do in order to get there?
The first thing I'm going to do is I've got to get the commercial driver's license, and I'm in school doing that now.
Okay, all right, but you see it's a step. He can't just go and drive the cars for NASCAR. You know he has to do those steps in between. Okay, what was yours? What's your big goal? To lose weight?
Yes.
Okay, you have a number that you want to get to, or you just are like, I just want to lose weight and be healthy?
I want to get rid of looking like I'm 6 months pregnant.
Oh, okay, let me tell you what mine's name is. Her name is Ponchetta. Let me tell y'all. She's right here. She's right here. That's one of my goals too, that I would like to lose a little bit of weight. But you know what, I said I wasn't going to worry about a number. Sometimes I do think numbers set you up for failure. You know, just be healthier in general. Okay, what was yours?
So there's a top secret Deep Roots event that I am planning for the summer, and so all of my focus is going to be on that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So it's top secret.
Well, most of my focus is going to be on that, on the top of the other events.
Okay. All right.
So
we
keep
got
an eye
something
out
to look forward to for the summer then, right? That's really what she's doing. She's plugging y'all so you'll know that she's coming in sometime. Anybody else? What's yours? What's yours?
To do an event every month for
Okay.
my
Okay. And what type of event do you want to do?
Wellness.
Okay.
Like I do each day, so
Okay.
every month for the next 3 months, I want to have an event at a different location or at the same location.
Okay. And that's something that's easy to obtain. You know, all you need, what does she need first? The location. She has to know what the location is going to be, right? Then she needs some dates, you know. Now, one thing that's great about something like that is if you can keep consistent dates, people will start to remember. So let's say if it's the second Saturday, you know, and then people know second Saturday, okay, let's go see Ayala, she's going to have something. And then you can kind of build it, but you may want to stagger it because it may be something else that's going on that then says, okay, you know, this needs to be another place. Okay, we have another young lady in the back. Yep. What's yours? Yeah, you go.
Okay. I thought it was somebody behind. I want to enhance my business, which is a travel business. And also my health is, I have to, these 90 days, I have to get myself in better health. And I know that I have goals that I have to fulfill. And this is really helping. This is one of the first ones is to attend an event like this to get focused and to get instruction.
Good, and I'm glad that you did. So Todd back there, he's going to help you with his next session. You see how I'm plugging it? That's that extra work in the background. Okay, but you got to tell people what you want. Okay, we have one more. Did you raise your hand?
Mine is to finish my dissertation.
Finish your dissertation. It needs to be finished by?
March.
By March.
90 days.
Okay, so she's like, that's actually a little bit less than 90 days. But it's okay. No, you wanted to feel better. Like, she wanted to feel it's less than 90 days if you say March, right? But the thing is, you have something that's time bound. So this is what I would tell you guys. 90 days to me is a great time frame because if you messed up in those first 30 days, you got 60 more days. Yeah. Like, really honestly look at it. And if you really see how much you can accomplish in that time frame, it really is a great place for you to then go ahead and put your life into quarters. It doesn't matter when you start, because when I first started, it was October 13th last year. But I had specific goals, and what I did to make sure that those goals were reached is I bound them by time. Not just the 90 days time, but certain things had to happen in a certain time frame, or it just was like, okay, going. So mine was really to get a certain amount of contracts. Now the thing is, when you work with schools, they're going to be out. If you don't have your stuff in by a certain time, then it's not going anywhere, and then you have to wait another semester, which is 6 months. So for me, yes, the 90 days was important, but before I said, okay, these are the things that I want to do, it was things that I had to get in place. So we're talking about health. So that may mean that you eat a certain thing. That may mean you stop eating certain things. Her dissertation, that means she needs to probably be working on it consistently on a regular basis. And so that's why I say 90 minutes is enough time. Okay, if you were to really work out for 90 minutes, you might be like soup skinny by the time that those 90 days. Now, I'm not going to do all that. I'm just going to be honest with you. Because I didn't even eat today and I'm going to eat some food. So. But I'm just saying, think about that, because 90 minutes is a good increment for you to really make change. Now, this is what I want you to do when you get in those 90 minutes. You can time yourself. Everybody's phone, for the most part, should have a timer on it, okay? The other thing is, don't look at your emails. Don't answer emails, and do not answer your phone during those time frames, okay? Take into consideration something like this. Like, if you're in school, how long are your classes?
They're 8.5 hours a day, 8 weeks.
Okay, he's way over the curve when he's talking about 90 minutes. You got 8.5 hours to deal with it. So once you finish with that, then you can kind of take a break because you spent that much time already dedicated to it. Other people, though, you know, the thing is, so you're having an event. Let's say it's 30 days from now, right? Because you want to do it every 30 days. So the marketing stuff needs to start now. And then when you finish the next one, you need to already have the stuff ready for the next one and the next one, so that this way people know what to look forward to. So for instance, if this is over and I'm telling you I'm going to have something on a particular date, I need to tell you when that's going to be so that you have an expectation. Now, if you're talking about business, everybody may not have money today to spend money with you, but that doesn't mean that they won't do it later on. It doesn't mean that they can't come to something because maybe the date you choose is just people are busy, you know? But people will still come because they see the consistency that's put out. But you have to voice it. You have to tell people the things that you want and the goals that you have. And if they're really your friends or your good relatives, they will help you along the way, okay? If they're not and they're enablers, they're gonna eat cake in front of you when you're trying to lose weight. Okay, don't go around cake eaters, okay? It's not gonna help you, okay? So you know, but you also need to avoid certain things. Don't go to Maxi B's. Don't go to Delicious. You know, come over here and go eat from the health bar. You know, so think about the patterns that you need to change in order to stay focused. All right. So now the last thing is visuals. What does it look like? So when you get to that 90 days, how are you gonna feel? What does it look like to accomplish that goal? You want me to tell you what it looks like? It looks like you got another 90 days. So go to the next set of 90 days. Because this is the thing, once you achieve that goal, it's another 90 days there. So now set some more goals. By the time that you get to that third month, you should be thinking, okay, shoot, I did this. So now that you've done this, let's go to the next goal and see what the next thing is. So yes, it does look like success. She said success. It does look like, wow, I accomplished this. But it also looks like I need another set of goals to keep myself going. Because we get very stagnant. Okay? Who's comfortable right now? Anybody comfortable? Comfortable in your life? Okay. Oh, she's comfortable. Why are you comfortable?
I'm having a good life right now.
Okay, good. But you know what happens when you get comfortable? Sometimes you let things go by the wayside, all right? And I've done that before, all right? Oh, I'm comfortable, I don't need to do anything. And then something happens and it's like, oh my God, calamity! So you gotta keep yourself focused and keep doing another goal. So yes, life is good, but what else could you do to make it better, right? Now I wanna give you this example. So let's say, and I don't need to know your business, but let's say you wanna make $100,000 a year. What do you need to do?
Have a plan set up on how you're gonna go about doing it.
So what's the plan?
You have to have a plan. Yeah.
Okay, what else?
Set forth goals.
Okay.
Maybe find new employment.
And take that first step.
Okay, all right. So do you want me to tell you what the simplest thing is? The simplest thing is to find out how much that breaks down to in an hour, okay? All right, so if I'm saying I want to make $100,000 this year, then I need to say, take that $100,000, divide it by 12 months. Take those 12 months, right, and then divide those out by 4 weeks. Then take those 4 weeks and divide it out by 7 days. So this way I know how much money I need to be making every day, all right? Then in those 7 days, how many hours do I want to work within that time frame? So once you figure out how many hours you want to work, then you know what you need to be charging, right? So if people were having a problem figuring out what to charge or how much money they wanted to get, if you didn't even know what you needed to get at a minimum, how were you going to get there, right? Well, you're just going to say, oh, I was hoping it was going to be some clients. Now, if you are on Social Security, it's not going up. So that's it, right? I mean, you still need to do something else in order to get it. So I'm just giving you money as a common denominator for people. So the visual is either I have it or I don't have it. So when you think about that, you got to take that into consideration and say, what do I need to do in order to make more, in order to get more? So what is your goal? Whatever your goal is, then what do you need to do each day in order to reach it? So once you know with that $100,000 example what you need to make per hour, you either are making it or you're not. And then you can add some things in so that this way, hopefully, you can get to whatever that goal is. And that may not be your goal. Your goal may not be $100,000. But we all need money in order to live our lives, in order to be comfortable. Now, this is the thing. Anybody want to be a millionaire? You do? Yeah. You do? Do you know how much money you need to make every day for a year in order to be a millionaire? No? You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
How much do you think it is? Throw me out a number.
You said per day?
No. Per day. Nope. Because it's 365 days in a year. We're trying to get $1 million. How much do you need to make per day?
5,000.
Nope. I'm going to give you, it's less than that.
2,500 a day.
It's more than that.
More than 2,500.
Huh?
I think it's 3,000.
Nope. It's 2,740. You need $2,740 per day for 365 consecutive days in order to make $1 million. Now, doesn't that sound a little crazy? Just a little bit, but there's people that do it every day.
Sure.
So, you know, the thing is, it could be you, but you need to set up things in your life, if a millionaire is what you want to do, to be able to make that. Now, what if you don't want to do it in 1 year? You just want to retire, and let's say you're 65 and you want to make sure that you have $1 million. You got to start saving. You got to put those things into place so that this way you can do what you need to do. But the number is there for you to say, I can reach that, all right? So 2740, if you're about that 2740 life, that's what you need to be making every day so that this way you can be a millionaire, right? Think about it. And people do it, all right? None of y'all, none of me either. But we're going to make it, right? We're going to do that. So when it comes down to it, just think about those things, right? So
What they're doing though to make it.
I'll tell you in a
What I
minute
have to
after she
ask
gets
myself,
finished.
like, there's certain things that I just, like, would want to do, or a certain lifestyle that I would want to have to make that 2740.
possibly, but the thing is, whatever your lifestyle is, do you believe that you can make it? Do you think that you can make that in a day?
I've never even thought about it.
Okay. I think I can make it in a day.
Yeah, and I think I could make it in a day.
Yeah.
As a, well, I don't know.
But you see,
I
that's
haven't even thought about that.
That's what I want you to do. You're so perfect today. Do you know that? But that's the point. You didn't think about it, but can you do it? And the thing is, if you don't think you can do it, you can't. But if you feel like you can do that, then you can. He can do it, have all of those cars back and forth, right? That you can make 2740 in a day.
Grocery,
right?
call line 2.
Hey,
Grocery, line 2.
Groceries is on line 2, y'all. Okay, what'd you say?
I was just
Time? Okay, so we're about to end, so I just want to let you know, think about that. And that's why I wanted to give you specific numbers to think about. Because at the end of the day, you can do it, but you have to put forth a plan. Now, if you do an event, you can do an event that you can get that kind of money in there. If you do multi-level marketing and you have residual income, you can do that. If you have certain things set up in place, let's say some online stuff, let's say products that you sell, a store, people do it every day. It's just, are you in the place? Can you put yourself in the place in order to be able to do that? So, I want to thank you guys for coming out. I want a round of applause, so it goes for the camera. But I'm telling you, you can definitely do it. So we're doing a 90-day focus conference. It is going to be the 30th of this month. If you would like to come, I would love for you to do that, and we can talk about that more. I have a table that's set up out there. And if you would like today to purchase our 90-day focus 2016 planner, then feel free to just come out there. We do accept debit, credit, and also cash. If it folds, if it jingles, and it direct deposits, we accept it. So thank you guys so much for coming out today. And our next session is going to be right in here with Todd. He's my cameraman for right now, but he's about to switch and do his own business. So if you want to know about getting healthy, he is going to help you do that. And just meet me out at the table so Todd can switch over. Thank you guys.